Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Two Dudes in the Couch, where we search the internet in all of its glory to bring you independent horror films that are truly worthy of your attention. I'm Travis.
And I'm Brian, and today we'll be reviewing the independent film called Day 9. A zombie short by Tom Ryan over at Theater of Terror.
Day 9 won the Audience Choice Award for Best Short at the 3rd Annual Macabre Faire Film Festival.
It's also been selected for the Halloween Horror Picture Show in Tampa, Florida.
So let's check out the trailer. Day 9 tells the story of a couple who left the kids at the grandparents' house so they could have a nice quiet weekend to themselves.
Things were going well until a mysterious infection quickly spreads, turning citizens into the undead. Man, Travis, what'd you think of the trailer?
You know, it looks like we're in store for a pretty cool zombie flick, and I love zombie movies, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm actually really pumped for this. Did you know that Tom made this film for merely $600?
$600.
That is amazing.
That's crazy. Well, you know what? I think it's time that we see what you can do for $600. So, Brian, you grab the popcorn.
I'm on it.
And I'm going to start the show. And we're back. So, Brian, what did you think about Day 9?
Well, for one, man, I was extremely impressed, especially with the budget that they had. I mean, $600, they were able to stretch this a long ways. I mean, Tom Ryan really did a phenomenal job. I mean, heck, I would actually hire him to come on over and teach my wife how to shop, if you know what I'm saying, so.
Oh, geez, man. You must really like this couch.
It's a comfortable couch.
Well, on that note, I think it's time for us to break down this film. So Day 9 falls into some familiar territory when it comes to the storyline. All of your standard zombie concepts are there. One thing that Day 9 does is to put an emphasis on how this grim new reality is affecting the main character. Tom really gives us a glimpse of reality in this short film. The characters aren't able to adapt. They don't have an armory full of guns or the expertise to be able to use those. They're not able to just quickly become this zombie killing legends like most zombie flicks. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the film.
Alright, considering it's a short film, I really felt like I got to know the two main characters in this movie. There were some great scenes that allowed us as an audience to connect with Tom and Mellie on a very personal level. You could tell Tom spent a lot of time thinking about that storyline, and that allowed us to be very familiar with them, which is not something you normally see in a zombie flick. Outside of The Walking Dead, of course.
So Day 9 had a really home video look to it, which actually worked as an advantage, and it helped to make it feel more personal. There were also some really great shots with the main character Tom when he found himself alone in this scary new world. The camera work was solid and clean throughout the film. There was very, very little shaking of the camera, and some of the point of views really helped to intensify the attack scenes. So good job on that. It was very well done.
The director used a lot of music in this film, which the music was fitting and it helped move the storyline along, which had me holding this remote the entire time, going up and down whenever that music ended or started. It was a little difficult for me to get through. But you gotta remember that this movie was shot on an extremely small budget.
The actors in Day 9 did an excellent job. They had some playful banter throughout the film that really helped the audience connect with them, and it showed that they really do care about each other. Tom did a great job when he was acting while we was hearing his inner thoughts. I think this is a difficult task for any actor, so good job on that. Now there were some of the zombies that were kind of cheesy with their movements, and you know, some of their facial expressions were kind of just a little bit cheesy, but for the most part they did an excellent job and some of them looked really good.
Now for the effects here, they were done extremely well. Surprisingly, actually. The director relied on what we couldn't see during the attack scenes, showing the victims surrounded by the zombies. It was simple but effective approach that worked extremely well. Some of the zombie makeup and blood effects on this movie were a little Halloweenish, honestly. It did satisfy. Some of the best effects were the blurs, when we didn't really know what was in the character's head and what was actually going on. No spoilers here, but Day 9 did a great job on those sequences. We don't have too many complaints about this short film actually, but if I did have to pick one, I think definitely the audio was the major issue here.
This is a minor one, but one of the weaknesses for me was that the zombies just kind of appeared in that neighborhood. We got to hear one scream while they were outside, but that was really about it. It would have been nice if we could have heard some gunshots, some screams, maybe a siren go off, something like that, to really show that, society is breaking down outside. Especially when Tom was alone in the dark, I think that would have been really effective.
We do have one suggestion. After watching this film, I can only think about how cool it would have been if Day 9 actually re-released this in black and white. I mean, picture the Night of the Living Dead. The Walking Dead, for instance, with the re-release in black and white episodes. Man, it really makes the zombie attacks better. And really, it would make this makeup a little bit more realistic for us. It's just a thought.
Well, I guess that's about it. I think the only thing left is to give it a rating.
Alright, man. 2 Dudes on the Couch is proud to give Day 9 a 4-kill rating. This is the kind of film that gets my creative juices flowing, honestly.
I know, $600, man. I am truly impressed. You make us want to do something like this.
Kudos to you guys.
So good job. So if you're in the mood for a weekend gone wrong, honey, where's my keys? Ball bat to the head, knife wielding, wish I had a gun, and where's my neighbor going? Then send Tom a message and $5 and he will send that film to you.
And when you're done, head over to Kojo Films on Facebook and tell us what you thought of Day 9, because honestly, we need to hear from you.
And now it's time for us to give a shout out to all the partners and sponsors who are helping us get to you.
That's right, these guys and gals are rocking it out for the horror genre, and they need your support. They include, for their hard work and dedication, 2 Dudes on the Couch gives them kill rating.
To find links to all these great pages, check out the About section on YouTube, give them a like, and tell them that the 2 Dudes sent you. So until next time, stay bloody.